Hey friends, please like and subscribe for more amazing stories. My dream career was everything I imagined it to be. Straight out of college, I was hired by a well-known law firm. They couldn't believe that I was exceeding, and I was moving through the ranks so quickly. I've never seen someone with so much potential like you. I can see you being at the top of the company in no time. The praise from my boss meant a lot to me. It solidified that all the late nights in my office were paying off. At least, that's what I thought, until I was blamed for a horrible crime. A few days after receiving the praise from my boss, I walked into an entirely different scene.
Anthony, you are under arrest for embezzlement.
Me? I didn't steal any money.
Cut the lies. Your boss knows the truth and the company is pressing serious charges against you.
Mr. Nicholson, what is going on? Sir, you know how good of a worker I am. You said it yourself that I have a promising career with the company.
That's exactly what makes this all so disappointing. You had such a bright future with us, Anthony, but you ruined it because of your greed.
His words were so untrue. It was shocking that his opinion of me could be flipped so easily. The police hauled me off to jail, and all my future dreams came crashing down. Once in the jail cell, I couldn't stop thinking about who must have pinned the crime on me. I didn't have any enemies in my life, but there had to be someone who lied to Mr. Nicholson. A few days after my arrest, an unexpected visitor came to the jail.
I know the truth, and I promise that I'm going to help you out of this situation.
It made no sense that Keisha was coming to help me. We worked in different departments and hardly knew each other. How are you going to do that?
I started working for the CEO as an assistant, and I know a lot of secrets. You aren't guilty, and I can prove it.
I had no idea what she meant, or what the CEO had to do with what I was accused of, but I took her word. There wasn't much else I could do other than hope for the best and be grateful that she was willing to help me. A month later, the guards at the jail yanked me out of the cell. The police officer who arrested me was waiting to have a meeting with me.
Mr. Anthony, all the charges by your previous employer have been dropped.
How? What happened?
More evidence has come out of the fraud situation. It proves your innocence.
I nearly cried tears of joy over his words. I was finally proven innocent. I was free to leave the jail. And even though my career was in shambles, I was a free man once again. Living in a jail cell for over a month was nothing I wanted to experience ever again. Can I ask how this happened?
I'm not supposed to discuss this with you, but I can tell you that someone discovered video evidence. It showed us exactly who did it, and that person has been arrested.
I didn't ask any more questions, but I was curious if part of it had to do with Keisha or the CEO. A few days after settling at my home, I received a call from my old boss. Anthony, we have an important meeting with you. We are very sorry for the wrongful accusations and have a lot to talk to you about. Part of me was still angry at Mr. Nicholson and the company that I had used to love so much. I didn't have much interest in seeing anybody from there ever again. However, he sounded very serious. So, I made a plan to meet with him. At our meeting, Mr. Nicholson was remorseful. In order of all the troubles we put you through, we are going to pay you a settlement of $500,000 for all the problems we caused. If you would still like to work here, the next promotion is all yours. It was a lot to consider, but I was grateful that the company I loved was making up for its wrongs. I will accept everything if you answer me some questions. I believe I have the right to know. Who was the one that stole the firm's money?
Well, it was the CEO's son.
He took the money and apparently has been very envious that you surpassed him so quickly. That's why he pinned it on you. How do you know he did it?
That is something else I wanted to tell you about.
Someone recovered video footage that was backed up to a server. The son of the CEO broke the security camera after he took the money. But he was already recorded. Would you like to see who found it? Before I could answer, Keisha was walking into his office with a timid smile. You did it. You kept your promise.
Of course I did. I knew you didn't do it. I just needed to find a way to prove it.
I was so grateful for Keisha, and knew without her, there was a very good chance I would still be stuck in that jail forever. The CEO's son would have all the money to himself, and not have me in his way anymore. Why did the CEO's son hate me so much? I hardly knew the guy.
I overheard a lot of conversations. He's a very unhappy man. He hates his father because he wouldn't give him an executive position immediately. Instead, he's been required to work from entry-level positions. When you came along, he knew you were going to beat him to the top.
Wow, I had no idea.
It didn't help that Mr. Nicholson was always bragging about you to the CEO, too.
From there, I accepted the promotion and received compensation from the company. It would never change what happened and how horrible it was to be wrongfully accused of theft, but I was able to move forward with my career and get financial stability. Without the greed and envy of the CEO's son, I also would never have gotten to know Keisha. Once life was back to normal, we started dating and got married. Never jump to conclusions without having proof to back them up. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.